And right now across Alabama, beaches are closed. We thought it was coming, but now it is official. There is way more to get through.
Yeah, there certainly is. Lenise, Fox 10 News with live team coverage for you. Let's start in Gulf Shores with our Hal Sherrick to find out if people are truly moving off the beaches by order of the governor. Hal?
Well, Byron and Lenise, I can tell you there's still quite a few people on the beach, but that's not because they haven't been trying to get the message out. I've been watching Gulf Shores police out on the beach in their vehicles, as well as the beach patrol and lifeguards going up and down the beach. I've been hearing their loudspeaker. They've been telling people the beach is closing at 5 o'clock. Now, as you can imagine, with all the folks on dozens of miles of beaches, it's going to be difficult to get them off right away. There's no hard enforcement, you might say, going on at this point. Now, this decision by the governor comes on the heels of a decision made by the Baldwin County Commission and Gulf Shores to close their beach public access areas. That was to begin tomorrow, but this decision by the governor is the trump card. Now, instead, all beaches in public, that's public and private, along with all access points, are now officially shut down as of 5 p.m. It will be a monumental task getting word to all of the people here on spring break who are spread across dozens of miles of sand. There are several other mandates in the governor's order that are now in effect. Gatherings of 25 or more persons are prohibited. Restaurants and bars are now prohibited from on-site service. Preschools and child care closed at the end of today, not to reopen. Healthcare facilities now have visitation restrictions. Elective medical and dental procedures are now being delayed. And as we've been talking about, beaches are now closed. Now, violators to the closed beach order could face charges if they were to not cooperate with law enforcement. It's a Class C misdemeanor, which means it is punishable by up to 6 months in jail or a $500 fine. Now, as you can imagine, there are challenges, and there will be challenges enforcing this. I spoke with Sheriff Hoss Mack here today about how he's going to address those challenges.
We'll be working with the people that are actually physically there at that time and ask them to leave. We will give them notice at that point in time. We will increase patrols in those areas, both on the highway and on the beach itself, to let people know. We're actually going to be flying during this time, so we'll be monitoring it from the air as well and looking at it. And we'll be getting that message out there that this is what has now been ordered and this is what you have to do.
Sheriff Mack has been in close communication with police chiefs both here in Gulf Shores as well as Orange Beach to coordinate those efforts. Of course, the Rangers with the State Park Service, lifeguards will also be part of that enforcement and educational process. It's certainly not a decision that anybody wanted to hear or wanted it to come to, but the reality is it's one we're going to have to live with through at least April 5th. Reporting live in Gulf Shores, Hal Sherrick, Fox 10 News.
Okay, Hal, thanks very much. Let's move down the beach boulevard about 7 miles to Orange Beach. That's where our Michael Warwick is standing by live there. And Michael, we understand restaurants are literally having to tell people to leave because of the governor's order.
That's right. The clock has struck 5 o'clock, and that's when all of this is going on. Restaurants forced to only do takeout or curbside delivery, and the beaches shut down as of right now. Let's take a look here. This is a live look at the police who have just showed up, making their rounds here along the beach with their microphones, telling folks the beaches are closed, the parking lot is closed. And you're taking a live look down here as Orange Beach as people pack up and make their way here to the parking lot. This is really unprecedented for this time, and you think too about it being so many spring breakers, thousands and thousands of spring breakers along the beaches this time of year. This is going to have a huge impact on local businesses and the economy, as a lot of these folks will now head home if they don't choose to stay here in Orange Beach. Of course, the reaction to all this news different with each person you really speak to down here. Take a listen to what some folks are saying.
I mean, it's honestly kind of smart because this is a lot of people in one place, so I feel like it would make a difference if the beaches are closed.
This is my spring break and I'm just trying to enjoy it. And, I mean, it's a shame. It's a shame.
Now, Governor Ivey saying In her defense of the decision to close the beach, she says in her statement that the mass gatherings that we've seen this month just did not send the right message, did not look good, you know, in contrast to what the CDC has been saying about social distancing. And there you have it, folks, in droves, making their way out of the beach area and into their cars. And again, they will not be able to dine in at the restaurants here, only takeout and only curbside delivery. We're live in Orange Beach. We'll continue tracking this and bring you even more updates from here at 9 and 10. We'll see you then. Live in Orange Beach, Michael Warwick, Fox 10 News.